So this is part 4 of our PTP LINKPlanner tutorial and overview from MapleNet Wireless. I'm Steve Carrender. What we're going to do now is kind of finish things up and go over some of the remaining items. And this is in the reporting functions and exporting this data to other services. What we've done is we've engineered a link using the 5.8 gigahertz frequency band. Later we'll post a screencast on how to use the LINKPlanner for the PTP 800, which is the FCC licensed equipment. But the principles are all the same predominantly. So in this profile we see that we have our trees here in our pathway. We've selected on one side of the link, we've selected a 4-foot radio waves dual parabolic dish. We have the antenna heights at 200 feet. On the other side, we're using the integrated dual polarization antenna that's part of the PTP 600. In many cases, you'll have to limit your antenna size just because of the what's structurally capable on each tower, or additional rents you may incur because of that. So it's all a balancing act between what you need as far as the IP requirement, your availability requirement, and the actual physical characteristics of the structures that you have access to. So we look in here, what I've changed here is that I want to maintain 5 nines of availability at the minimum IP of 10 megabits per second on each side of the link. Remember to do things for each side as long as you're looking for a 10, or as you're looking at a symmetrical link. Now I look here again, I've turned this red, which means that I have a problem with the link. If I go back up here and select a radio waves 4-foot dual parabolic antenna, as with the other side, I'm back up to my 5 nines. So now I'm looking at an aggregate IP throughput of 138 megabits per second. I've got 27 dB of system gain, and I am able to have down here, you can see, I can go up to 16 QAM modulation with almost 5 nines of availability. So what this is telling me is how often, what my availability is going to be at each of these throughput schemes. So we did a proposal report before. Excuse me. I'm going to generate a proposal again, go through some of the aspects of that. The PTP LINKPlanner will also generate a bill of materials and an installation report for installers. So we have our report here, very well organized. It gives us our geoclimactic factor and how the ITU standards that are used for each propagation characteristic. And then it gives us our basic bill of materials of what we have here with part numbers when available. So we can export a PDF file for proposal purposes, or we can do also, if you wanted to send this project to MapleNet for further engineering or for additional information, you can export these links as a CSV file, or you can save this as a test to send, attach it to an email. We'll be able to open it and have access to everything that you've generated. Again, this is a free tool for Motorola. It can be found at the Motorola Wins website, and MapleNet Wireless can provide you any assistance on this in the future, and I appreciate your attention. Thanks.